You know that friend who constantly cancels plans, right? Sick again, tired again, unhappy again? Maybe next time? Yes, that friend isn't running from you. They're protecting something. If you're someone who gets more excited about a Friday night at home in pajamas than a Friday night out, welcome. You're going to understand yourself very well. Today, we're going to examine the psychology of people who love staying home. People whom society calls boring, but science says something completely different about. Here's the truth. Extroverts recharge their energy by being with people. Their energy comes from noise, movement, chaos. However, introverts and those who prefer solitude gather energy through tranquility. Every social interaction, even if enjoyable, slowly drains their battery, and home is the only charger they can plug into. Psychologists call this optimal arousal theory. Some people need more stimulation to feel good, others need less. This isn't laziness or fear, it's how their nervous systems are structured. But there's more than just introversion. Some people love staying home because their environment gives them a sense of control they can't find anywhere else. Outside is unpredictable, loud strangers, last-minute changes, forced conversations with people who don't care about your answers. But at home, you control the light, the sound, the air. For people with anxiety disorders or high sensitivity, this control isn't a luxury. It's a matter of survival. Here's something striking. Research shows that people who enjoy solitude tend to be more creative, more introspective, and better at problem solving. Staying home isn't doing nothing. It's where the best ideas are born. Not in a crowded bar, but in a quiet corner with a book, or in a thought spiral at 2 in the morning. And let's be honest, society romanticizes being out. Influencers, party posts, live your best life culture. But what if your best life is a documentary, some soup, and zero obligations? That's not sad, that's self-awareness. Now, some people stay home for a darker reason. Social anxiety, past trauma, a depression that quietly asks, what's the point anyway? For them, home becomes both a refuge and a cage. That's why it's important to know, are you staying home because it nourishes you, or is going out too overwhelming? Because one is peace, the other is hiding. But for those who genuinely love staying home, they're not missing out on anything. They're just living differently. They find pleasure in small rituals, in the morning coffee routine, in the favorite corner of the couch, in the light hitting the room at sunset, in things most people rush past. If you think you're this type, come here, because psychologists call this low arousal preference. These people don't need the world to entertain them. Their inner world is rich enough. So if you're someone who turns down invitations without guilt, who feels genuinely happy on a Saturday spent alone, who prefers rewatching your comfort show over making memories, you're not broken, you're just wired for depth over noise, peace over performance. Tell me, do you prefer staying home, or do you think we're all just making excuses? And if you're curious about psychological matters, our next content will hit you even harder. You'll understand why. See you in the next video.